Yeah, we are just dealing with a little bit of fog. Yesterday we had that front come through, the wind picked up, and we got a little bit of rain. But here's a look coming up and down the ridge cut. Things are nice and quiet on this shot at least, but you are going to run in and out of that dense fog heading down into North Georgia, Northeast Alabama. Again, those usual areas along the river valleys, that's going to be the most fog or the foggiest areas that you're going to encounter this morning. Dense fog advisories in effect for North Georgia, Northeast Alabama in this gray shade until 10 o'clock. So visibility could drop below a quarter of a mile at times. So you might want to give yourself a little extra time, especially if you have a longer commute on this Wednesday morning. But temperatures, hey, it's chilly again. 42 Murphy, 44 Athens, 48 in Chattanooga. Will continue to drop before the sun comes up. And look at this. Later today, upper 60s. Perfect day, a little bit of a breeze, can't ask it. This is textbook October weather. Here's a look at your highs moving forward here in the valley, 60s and 70s. Thursday, Friday morning, probably going to be our coldest mornings of this week. Could be some patchy frost, especially outside of the city, higher elevations, Blue Ridge Mountains, Cumberland Plateau. So if you have potted plants, go ahead and bring those inside. And yes, we're getting to the time of the year we'll really start to see that explosion of fall foliage, seeing some moderate color here across parts of the Tennessee Valley. We'll be getting into our peak colors, I would say probably within the next 2 weeks. So if you get any of those photos, send them to us, weather at local3news.com. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Front moving off to the east. Things are quiet. High pressure building back in. Yesterday, that rain event, a little bit of an overachiever. Some of you picked up as much as a quarter of an inch of rain. Going to be dry probably through Sunday afternoon, then Sunday night and Monday. We're going to start to track out a little more rain as an unsettled pattern returns. A lot of uncertainty with next week because the models are all over the place. So when does the rain arrive? How long does it stick around next week? We'll have a better idea in the coming days. Not expecting any severe weather at this time and rainfall right around 1/2 of an inch. This is the European model. This is just one possible solution. Again, dry through Saturday, most of Sunday looking good with the exception of a few showers. This has the rain coming in Sunday evening into the overnight hours and lingering into Monday. But if you looked at the American model, a little bit of a different scenario, staying dry pretty much through Monday night. So again, we'll get a better idea in the coming days, but for now I'm thinking early next week going to be fairly active, but within the next 5 days, not going to see a whole lot of rain. It's next week when things are going to start to heat up a little bit weather-wise. And looking ahead to the last, I would say, 10 or so days of October, we are trending more of an active pattern. And usually that happens after we get out of dry October. November and December typically heat up and we start to get the jet stream dipping down and a lot more moisture to work with. But in the short term, it's going to be nice and dry. Perfect today, if you ask me. Temperatures in the 60s, a little bit breezy at times. And then moving into next week, of course, we'll be tracking out some of those showers. But Halloween is almost here. This is the last weekend of October already.
I know. If you don't have a costume yet, you might want to start thinking about it. Which that's the boat I'm in right now.
Yeah, I don't have one yet. I have no idea.
You know what though? I lied. I've had this for like 10 years now. There's a shirt in my closet. It's got skeleton bones on it.
You always have. You're
Classic.
always like, I've got a shirt for that.
It's a fail-safe.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, come to this Halloween party, all right? Go pop on that shirt.
Hey, that's clutch.
I'll get you one.
All right. Thank you, Clay.